So this is the time of year that I start getting the itch to figure out what I'm going to do different or better for next year. Sort of is going to show you these loquats that I planted. I've been dropping my, what do you call it, my paper shreds out here, my cardboard and paper shreds to help keep moisture in. This one's doing good already. So I'm always wondering, you know, this time of year especially, thinking about the next growing season. You look at all these moles. This is ridiculous out here. I was going to show you something too. This is kind of cool. There's a crazy native cactus that's growing up out of nowhere here. Look at the spines on that. Ooh-wee. Wouldn't want to step on that sucker. Anyhow, so been thinking about what I want to do different, what I want to improve upon, those kinds of things. I think this year I'm going to make these lines more filled, and I want to do more flowers. I want to do some marigolds, namely French marigolds. It's supposed to help with nematodes and stuff. So I want to plant that in these rows. I do want to come back and fill in with figs that didn't quite make it in between these. I'm also going to be putting in goji berries and blackberries. I just haven't gotten around to it. I've had a little bit of a spell of not feeling well. Between that and the classes I was taking in the weather, I just haven't been able to get out and do the things that I want to get done. Anyhow, so it's a slow pace, but it's getting done slowly but surely. So I haven't put no... So we watered these in for the first month, and then after that we did nothing. Those are the type of plants I've been wanting to grow, is stuff that grow well without much effort. I'm also going to be planting in here some chaya for a sort of a chop and drop, and maybe some other chop and drop style plants in here. And I really, like I said, I wanted to up the game on the flowers. I'm trying to figure out a way to have my landscape help feed the chickens. So while the trees are growing, they're not growing fruit yet. There's not enough fruit to feed them. I eventually want to have sort of a culture where the chickens and the turkeys can eat more out from in here and less of a food bill. So I was going to take you over and show you the fig trees real quick. I want to plant more persimmons this year. That was a good test. We had a persimmon. It was in the ground maybe 3 years, and it put out, I would say, a good 40 persimmons. So, and with no effort on my behalf. And again, those are types of things that I want to, that's the persimmon tree right there. But I wanted to show you these figs out here, what they look like in the wintertime. And I had planned on chopping them up and getting some cuttings, but I haven't done it yet, but I will sooner or later. So here's the magnolia one. Look at how tall it is. I mean, the top of my head is like right here, so you can get an idea. There's actually a fig on it. See that? There's a fig on it. And then over here is the this one. Now I plan on cutting, say, this one where my head is at on this one is probably about right here. But what I want to do is cut this one like way back to here, because it was getting so tall. Look at those figs up there. I couldn't even get them if I wanted to, you know. So that is part of the reason why I want to prune this back. And when I do, I also want to take a bunch of cuttings and have fig plants available. This one did really well here, so it's not, the flavor of it is not my favorite, but it has a large quantity of a crop. The magnolia, I like the figs a lot better, but I've tried several varieties, and these two I'll keep trying more varieties, but for the time being, these two are the stars in our landscape. So I was going to talk too about the weather here in Zone 9B. If you garden in Zone 9B, or if you're new to Zone 9B and specifically Florida, what makes this challenging is the fact that, yes, the fig trees are growing figs. We had a frost, and then it was 80 degrees for 3 weeks, and it rained for another week, and then now we're getting frost again, So that is a challenge, because it's not that we get frost and people don't even think of Florida as having frost. It is the fact that we have a frost, and then we have 3 weeks of warm, and then we have a frost again, and then we have 3 weeks of warm. So those types of conditions are hard for a lot of plants to weather. And then in the summertime, you could have almost desert-like conditions where you have no rain for 3 weeks, and it's so sandy out that the water just runs right out, and you can't water anything enough to keep it alive. So I've been working on finding plants for this area that do not require much input from me. I don't want, I could probably grow a mango if I really wanted to buy a greenhouse and come put it up and blast some heaters in there or whatever. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for plants that grow easy in this atmosphere. Hoping to create a model type garden, or at least an easier gardening style for local people to be able to figure out easy gardening. So anyhow, that's a little bit about what I'm looking forward to doing next year. More flowers, more ornamentals. Also, taking it beyond food forest and thinking about things that you can weave baskets with or make tea with, or like holly that has berries for the bees in the winter time. These types of plants. And I've really mulled over what to do with the YouTube channel, because just about every how to propagate seed video has been made. So I'm thinking about doing more in-depth on each type of plant, say maybe an in-depth thing on loquats. I did one recently on moss. So I don't know. That's what I'm looking forward to doing in the future. And I hope you guys have a great start of the new year. And here comes Noah. And have some great garden ideas. Or if you have any fruit trees or edible plants that you grow in Zone 9B Florida with ease, please let me know. I wouldn't mind trying them out. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.
Know you've been a good friend, and that's in the thick and thin. And I know it's never gonna